The following program may contain elements not suitable for all ages. Performances are conducted by trained professionals. Viewer discretion is advised.
Kicking things off today on NEW Evolved is a special triple threat interprovincial title match as the Bulldog Brandon Hynes defends against Maverick, Matt Wheeler, and the Redefinition Scott Humphries. And then, in our main event, Hotshot Dugan makes his arrival in New Evolution Wrestling to team with longtime friend Dynamite Dylan Davis, collectively known as Jacked and Fannypacked. They go after the NEW Tag Team titles currently held by the Family BizNiz. All this and much more today on NEW Evolved.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another episode of NEW Evolved. And right now we have an NEW Interprovincial Heavyweight Championship match. And Matt Wheeler is trying to get out of the ring already as his opponent, Scott Humphries, and the champion, Brandon Hynes, just hit Scott Humphries again and again with a clothesline, the back elbow, and followed up with a kick. And it looks like Brandon's ready to go here.
See, the smartest person in this match right now is the Maverick, Matt Wheeler. He's outside, he's taking his time, and I think I spoke too soon.
I mean, that is smart strategy, but at the same point in time, Brandon, you know, he's a bit of an unknown high flyer. You wouldn't say it by his size, but he moves around so well. The Scott Humphries, you know, as awkward as that is, you know, and that looked ugly, but that was effective.
It might have been effective, but at putting his own body at risk, he's going to do it one too many times, and it's not going to end well.
Well, we know anything about Scott Humphries, he's always putting his body at risk, and sometimes it works out for him. A lot of times it does not. As we see Matt Wheeler playing the strategy game here once again, rolling out of the ring.
Because you don't want to be on your back around Scott Humphries. He's dangerous inside that squared circle.
Well, there's no doubt about that. He's dangerous to himself, and he's dangerous to every opponent that gets in his way. As we see Scott with a tight headlock on Brandon Hynes here as the champion gets back to his feet. Brandon with a punch in the stomach here, and another one knocking the wind out of Scott Humphries. Is Scott off the ropes here? And a shoulder tackle. Scott prayed into the fans here and gets distracted by Matt Wheeler.
How smart is Matt Wheeler to A, stay outside the ring while the other two of these guys kill each other, and B, to jump into a triple threat match when the two of these guys have just recently been in a ladder match?
Well, you're right to point that out, as Brandon is certainly picking his spot here, and he's making do with these kicks here on the champion, taking advantage and following up with a choke. As you see Brandon here on the receiving end of a chokehold, which would normally be an illegal choke, and but in this match it's perfectly legal. There's no disqualification in a triple threat match, and we see him on the attack here in the corner against Scott Humphries, and Redefinition Scott Humphries now is being choked here in the corner by Matt Wheeler, and the referee does want him to break it, but Matt knows he doesn't have to. The referee's pleading with them to you know, wrestle this match as clean as he possibly can and be a competitor.
The ref needs to let these guys just do what they do. Stop interfering in special and intricate parts of this match.
But Matt Wheeler certainly making good on the system here with the lack of rules, as Bulldog Brandon Hynes. Oh my God, Matt Wheeler with a devastating backstabber here, and he's going for a pinfall. 1, 2.
That was a slow count. Matt Wheeler had a perfectly executed backstabber and couldn't close the deal on incompetent reffing.
Well, I think that the referee was in position for that particular count, but you know, be that as it may, you see Matt Wheeler and Bulldog Brandon Hynes are getting back to their feet here, and Scotty made his way back up over the corner. There's a back elbow there by Scott, and another one as Matt Wheeler seems to have gone to the well one too many times. And what's Scott doing on the ropes here right now?
See, what did I tell you about wrist? Scotty taking one too many risks. Now Matt Wheeler's going to make him pay.
Well, it looks to be the case as Bulldog Brandon Hynes gets back in on the action here now as well.
This never ends well. Never.
Well, we'll see what happens here as we see Scott Humphries taking a hit to the shoulder here. Now, what is he doing here? He's going for another pin. What a smart thing to do. 1, 2, and a referee in position here for both counts. Scott kicks out once again.
If Bulldog was smarter, he would have pinned Scotty first. Scotty took the brunt of that. He gave Scotty enough time to rest his body.
Well, I think that Bulldog was just looking to get a quick pinfall on the closest person to him. I don't think he's seen what happened to Scotty as his back was turned. As you see Bulldog waiting here, anticipating the Maverick Matt Wheeler getting back to his feet.
Wheeler's a much faster individual.
And a pop-up power slam. And 1, 2, it's over. No!
Solid kick out. Solid. Matt Wheeler is going to be the future of this company. You just watch.
Well, he may very well be, but right now, Bulldog Brandon Hynes is the Interprovincial Champion, and Scotty is fighting back here. Looks like he lured the Bulldog in, and a knee to the head.
Why concern yourself with the guy outside of the ring? Pinfalls need to happen inside of the ring.
You need to be concerned with everybody in this type of match.
Matt Wheeler with a savage punch to the head. Look at him, trying to chop him down. Trying to chop Scott down.
And Scott pushes him off, and Matt Wheeler with a kick to the head of Bulldog Brandon Hynes. What a smart move.
If he's going to take him out one at a time, focus on Scotty. Scotty's more injury prone. One little bad mistake and Scotty could be rode out forever.
That may be true, but at the same point in time, you can't turn your back on the champion. He's the champion for a reason here.
Hurricane Rana.
Oh, and it looks like Bulldog Brandon Hynes tried to turn that into some sort of sunset flip power slam, but he didn't get all of it.
I don't think there was enough to pin the redefinition.
1, 2.
We'll never know. Wheel's smart enough to save the match for himself.
Well, that's the beauty of a triple threat match. It's easy to break up a pinfall, and it's hard to get a 3 count no matter who is the champion, and you don't even need to be pinned to lose your title.
This was an ill-conceived idea for Bulldog Brandon Hynes to defend the title in this 3-way match.
Well, Bulldog Brandon Hynes is a known fighting champion here in New Evolution Wrestling, so we'll see what happens going forward here, but Brandon's always been up to the task as we see all 3 individuals back to their feet, fighting, kicking, slapping, punching, missing a kick, and Bulldog with a super kick to the face there, and followed up from Scott Humphries with a knee to the head of Bulldog Brandon Hynes, and all 3 participants are now down.
But now you're just looking at time. They all get that moment to heal, and Wheeler, being the fresh of the 3, gets to take this moment to collect his thoughts.
Well, we both know that Scotty's been wrestling and he's a bit bruised and banged up. He has been medically cleared for this match, but I know that he had some injuries originally coming out of that ladder match with Bulldog Brandon Hynes on a recent episode of NEW Evolved.
Problem is, medically cleared and 100% are 2 different things. He's risking his career every time he gets into these wild actions.
That's absolutely 100% true, as we see all 3 of these competitors trying to get back to their feet here, and the referee is trying to make sure they're okay and trying to... Well, I don't think he'll actually be able to count out anybody in this match. I don't know why he's counting people, but... And Scotty with the Tiger Driver. Scott with his finish move. 1, 2, and Bulldog Brandon Hynes saving his championship here.
But for how long? How long can he keep this up?
A Bulldog with his finishing move, a Michinoku Driver here.
And a brilliant kick to the face to prolong Matt Wheeler's inevitable title victory here tonight.
As you see, all these guys are beyond exhaustion. They're trying to get back to their feet here now, and Bulldog looks worse for the wear. He's out on his knees. And Scott trying to climb and use the ropes. And Matt Wheeler, who you said is the most fresh of the 3, is on the attack. But now it looks to me like Scotty's setting him up for something. And a reversal into a sunset flip. 1, 2.
See, that was his. His to have and his to lose.
Well, Scott with a reversal sends Matt Wheeler flying back into the rope, and Scott with a splash in the corner, and Matt Wheeler with his feet on the ropes. 1, 2, 3. I think that is a 3 count. The Bulldog never got back in time. I think we got a new Interprovincial Champion here.
The uncrowned champion Finally, the first singles title of the Maverick Matt Wheeler in NEW. It's far too long.
Well, Matt Wheeler certainly using those ropes to his advantage, but it's perfectly legal in this match as Bulldog Brandon Hynes is pleading his case here.
Bulldog Brandon Hynes can plead whatever he wants. He wasn't in the ring. He wasn't part of the deciding factor. That's why he is now the former Interprovincial Champion.
Well, Bulldog Brandon Hynes has to understand in this type of match, as we see here in the replay, the feet on the ropes does not matter. As deliberately dirty as a
that, you filthy peasants! New champion! You better get comfortable, because this is just the start!
Matt Wheeler's letting him know that he's a champion, letting everybody know. Bulldog Brandon Hynes is visibly upset here, as you can see in the ring. And we'll be right back on NEW Evolved.
Due to an oversight by the travel agents of NEW, Alexander Guthrie was denied boarding in Sacramento, California, and is not here tonight. Now, as opposed to just lobbying to Mike Barrington to have the night off, no, we're not going to do that. There's a lot of old sayings that a lot of people like to throw around, but I have one that I am very, very fond of, and that is money talks and friendships walk. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the honorary member of Family BizNiz tonight, your new Interprovincial Champion, Matt Wheeler.
Matt Wheeler looks to be a substitution for the Family BizNiz here tonight as they get ready to take on Jacked and Fannypacked as Danny Dugan and Dynamite Dylan Davis have a tag team championship match upcoming. And let's hear from Danny Dugan right now.
I'm coming back for one specific reason. When I used to travel the roads of Newfoundland and Labrador, a bond was made. I traveled with Dynamite Dylan Davis. He wasn't a boy, not yet a man, but now he's the man in Newfoundland wrestling. Wrestling for heavyweight titles, wrestling legends like Virgil. But now, he's got himself in a little bit of a dilemma, and he needs some backup. So all he had to do is he picked up that phone, and he said, "Hotshot Danny Dugan, we've got a job to do." And my first response was, "Sorry, buddy, I don't do jobs. But I do win championships."
Well, the guys are back in the ring, and Dynamite Dylan Davis and Hotshot Danny Dugan, straight out of Winnipeg, are ready to get their tag team championship match on the go here, but the guys seem to be avoiding the tag team championship match.
Jack and Fannypacked are proof that you could have $1 million body, but 10-cent brains.
Well, Danny Dugan has wrestled all over Canada, has wrestled all over the United States, and internationally in Japan. I seem to think that he's more than just a body, and Dynamite Dylan Davis, as we know, has been wrestling everywhere across the Maritimes. Referee here, count.
Solid kick out by Blake Maxwell. Yeah, they may look good, but at the end of the day, when you have the smartest man in professional wrestling, John Biz, in your corner...
Well, you know, I question John Biz's intelligence sometimes. I mean, His hat, for example. Who wears a hat like that?
Only classy.
I have a theory. I think John Biz spent his entire lineage of old money on the set of Gilligan's Island so he can have hats like that.
You look at people like you who are clearly not intelligent enough to understand how that hat helps. You look at these two morons in the ring here now are just beating on poor Blake Maxwell. Wheels has already had a match this evening.
Poor Blake Maxwell. Let me tell you something. Blake Maxwell can handle his own. He is a thoroughbred, as been labeled by the Family BizNiz CEO, John Biz.
A thoroughbred he is, but at the end of the day, when you have gentlemen, two guys beating you up, 2-on-1 is hard for anybody.
Well, Jack and Fannypacked have been really good friends for a long time, and they've wrestled together in the past. And 1, 2, and that was almost a 3 count, but Blake Maxwell kicked out. Jack and Fannypacked are certainly experienced as we see Blake Maxwell get to his feet here and take over against Dynamite Dylan Davis. Blake's going for a body slam here on Dynamite. He makes the tag to Matt Wheeler.
Smart for the two guys to attack the more inexperienced member of the two on the team. You got to understand that, yes, Danny Dugan is a veteran coming around, but to pick off Dylan Davis here now is brilliant.
Well, Matt Wheeler seems to know Dynamite Dylan Davis. 1, 2. 1, 2 again.
Multiple kick-out efforts. There you go. See, just having a chat with the referee. Nothing funny going on here.
Well, I seen a choke. I don't know what you seen. That was something underhanded by Matt Wheeler. He's doing a lot more underhanded moves lately.
He's smartened up is what he's done. By any means necessary to take a victory, that's what you have to do.
I'm more of along the lines of a guy that you cheat and you discredit yourself.
It's not cheating if you don't get caught.
Well, that's a matter of opinion. As we see here, Matt Wheeler here looks like to be setting up for a neck. Oh my God, that's a vicious neck breaker.
Neck breaker. Beautiful.
And he looks like he's going for the pinfall here.
Where's the referee to?
1. And he got the ropes, or he kicked out.
How many incompetent referees do we have here in New Evolution Wrestling?
Well, the referee was definitely out of position for that. There's no question. I don't think that was incompetence as opposed to the highly competitive, nature of this matchup. And he's trying to get the guys back in order here, get them out of the rings. The referee's counting, and they're doing a double team suplex here, and a hanging suplex. This is a powerful suplex from two powerful individuals. These guys are powerhouses.
In that ring way longer than they should be. The
referee 1, 2 as Dynamite leaves the ring.
Very, very close 2 count there. What you got to understand here now, with the mind of Matt Wheeler, fresh off the adrenaline for the title win, plus Blake Maxwell and John BizNiz, there's no way Jack the Fannypacked can pull this off.
Well, Matt Wheeler upside down in the tree of woe here. Looks to me like he is in quite the predicament. And Blake Maxwell comes in the ring. We see more double team action here. And Blake Maxwell sent right into his tag team partner.
This is highly unlike these two smart gentlemen. Blake and Wheels are not this bad.
Oh my God, that is not a nice, that's not a predicament to be in a championship match, let me tell you.
What kind of people are Jack and Fannypacked to do that to a man?
Well, that's a compromising position to be in as we're going to commercial break here. We'll be right back on NEW Evolved. ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on NEW Evolved. Go for a clothesline. Dynamite Dylan Davis turns it into one of his signature moves, the Blue Thunder Bomb. And the referee's going for the pin. One. And it gets broken up by Blake Maxwell. And Matt Wheeler getting double teamed here now. And it looks to me like a back suplex neckbreaker combo.
Is it enough, though? Matt Wheeler is resilient. This is already proven once here tonight. He can take that beating and keep on.
And the referee with the count of 1, 2. And that was a quick count, but nonetheless, Matt Wheeler kicked out.
Nonchalantly trying to cover him. Oh, see, now, why does this prove? Why does Danny Dugan trying to prove here, picking on John Biz, minding his own business?
Well, John Biz never minds his own business. He's obviously up to something, and this is what's happening here. There's a distraction and a briefcase to the head.
How nice. I don't know if you know this, but Blake Maxwell also.
1, 2. Dynamite Dylan Davis kicks out even after a foreign object entered the ring.
Blake Maxwell just tested out the durability of that briefcase. There are some confidential files that you do not need to see in that briefcase.
Well, if they're so confidential, then why are they being thrown in the ring? And why are they out in the public eye with over 500 people here at the CLB Armory? That's what I want to know.
They are locked up for future plans. You'll never know what is up John Biz's sleeve.
Well, Matt Wheeler is taking Dynamite Dylan Davis to task here, and these guys have a rough history. As you know, these guys used to be best friends.
Good friends, better enemies.
Well, you know what? They've had some great matches, and so maybe the better enemies comment certainly shines through here, but Dynamite Dylan Davis just reversed and hit Matt Wheeler right into that turnbuckle post. Dynamite, what's he going to do here?
What are these people cheering? For somebody that's supposed to be this upstanding gentleman, throwing another man's face into a ring post is deplorable.
Well, you know, when you're in the spirit of competition here, you know, the Family BizNiz and Matt Wheeler in particular are no stranger to underhanded tactics, so, you know, to each their own, I guess.
You call it underhanded, I call it getting the job done right the first time.
Why is it getting the job done right when they do it, but when Dynamite Dylan Davis does it, it's a dirty move?
The difference being is they're smart enough to do this, and they don't hide the fact that they want to win by any cost. People like Dynamite Dylan Davis will tell you one thing and do another. That's why Matt Wheeler left him, because you couldn't trust him anymore.
I think Dynamite Dylan Davis is a stand-up, hard-working gentleman. He's proven himself here and all across the province.
My close personal friend Todd Winders warned me about your shenanigans and tomfoolery here, cheering for and backing these people like Dynamite Dylan Davis. Blake Maxwell, he's the man. He's the one to watch for the future.
Well, you know what? I got to give credit where credit's due. This guy is trained by former WWE superstar Lance Storm at Lance Storm Wrestling Academy. He is the thoroughbred. There's no doubt. Much respect to that guy, but you can't deny Dynamite Dylan Davis's wherewithal here and his experience on the independent scene here.
I'm pretty sure Blake Maxwell taught Lance Storm a new version of the Canadian Maple Leaf.
1, 2. Who told you that, John Biz?
It doesn't matter who told me. It's fact when it comes out of John Biz's mouth. I mean, whoever's mouth.
As you see, Dynamite Dylan Davis trying to get a tag here, and Danny Duggan's reaching out, but to no avail.
Just keep him away.
Dynamite with a kick to the head. Looks like he got part of the head, part of the shoulder.
Not enough to knock Blake down.
Blake grabbing the leg again. What's going to happen here? Is Dynamite going to shove him off? Dynamite does, and he gets the tag, and the audience is going berserk here. And Blake Maxwell is backing off really quick here.
Get him, Blake. Take it to him. You're better than him.
And Blake Maxwell certainly works for the wear here as Dynamite Dylan Davis is on the outside catching a breather, and a big clothesline / shoulder block.
I'm pretty sure it's illegal to come off your feet if you're that tamed.
Well, nonetheless, I don't think there's any rules against tanning here.
No, Blake doesn't know where he's to. There's the Blake. You need to get to Wheeler. You need to get him. You need to make that tag.
Well, it looks to be a big drop kick from Big Danny Dugan. That is a Hotshot drop kick right there. And Danny with a corkscrew suplex.
Kick out, Blake.
1, 2. And we almost had new tag team champions here.
Wheeler's there to save the day, like he always does.
Well, Matt Wheeler's been signed on for this one night as a substitution to defend the tag team titles.
I have no worries and no concerns. John Biz always has a plan. Always.
And with a spine buster shades of Arn Anderson here. 1, 2.
And once again, saving the day, the Maverick Matt Wheeler.
And Matt Wheeler knocks Dynamite Dylan Davis off the apron here.
One for good judgment.
And kicks Danny Duggan a couple of punches. He needs to get out of the ring now. That's an illegal move.
Oh,
and they're double.
yeah. But it was okay earlier when they double teamed. When
I never said it was okay. I said it was effective.
This is just smart.
1, 2. And the referee's going to go. It was almost a 3 count.
That was a 3 count. We need better officiating that know how to count to 3 in this organization.
Well, the referee was pretty consistent from my vantage point. I don't know which monitor you're watching. I think your monitor's broke. The back suplex here, double back suplex. And Blake Maxwell's going for the pin. 1, 2. Dynamite Dylan Davis back in the ring, breaking up the pin here.
A rare mistake by Matt Wheeler to let Dylan get in and break that pinfall up.
Well, Dynamite Dylan Davis has certainly got his hands full of Matt Wheeler, but Matt Wheeler on the outside of the ring now. What's Dynamite Dylan Davis going to do? This is uncharacteristic of Dynamite Dylan Davis.
There we go.
To the top rope.
All flash, no substance. Let's get that big reaction, but not worry about your partner in the ring. No wonder Wheeler left him.
Well, I think that he was taking out Matt Wheeler because of all the double team shenanigans that was going on there.
Which were started by Jacked and Fannypacked first. See, look, there's John Biz explaining to them what he's been doing wrong in this match.
There's Blake Maxwell trying to get the pin, and the referee is distracted by his own manager. And here comes Danny Duggan.
Look, and there you go. Oh, look, see, you see that? There was an issue with a leg
Well, it
cramp.
looks to me like Matt Wheeler with the referee. 1, 2. Is that a 3 count?
That was a solid 3 count. That was smart planning by Family Biz.
I'm surprised that happened. The double team work behind the referee's back certainly worked. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this must have been planned all along with the Family Business. You see John Biz and the hat there being given back to John Biz as Blake Maxwell was parading around at ringside, showing those fans his muscles. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you next time on NEW Evolved.
New Evolution Wrestling would like to thank the following supporters: Greco Pizza, Torbay Road; Adam Tucker Photography; TPI Travel Agent Kayla Gavin; EJ Krams Home Hardware; The Hub Printing and Catering; JC's Entertainment.